You have one life. And the most scary thing for me in the world is the look of regret on somebody who's over 80 years old.
You got one life to live.
The scariest thing in the world is when I meet somebody over 80 years old and they have regret because time is really close to running out and there's not a lot more they can do.
To me, you only have one life. The scariest thing to me, more than like being broke for a little bit, is like living a life that you don't want to live.
We're all privileged in a sense because we all get one life and then we get given different gifts. And it's not better, worse, or the same. It's just different.
Look, as best we know it, we have one life. In it, you have to trust your own voice, your own ideas, your honesty, your vulnerability. And through this, you will find your way. You do not have to be fearless. Just don't let fear stop you.
I will never wish for fewer epic stories at the end of my life. And I've never regretted failures. I've always regretted things that I didn't try.
Like, life is happening right now. It's not about waiting for personal growth to be over. It's not about waiting for something. Life is not happening in future. It is happening right now. And this is something that I need to permanently remind myself of.
You got one life to live. Rain, sleep, or snow. The time is now. The question is, why are you here? And what are you going to do about it?
The nightmare is to reach our 60s, our 70s, our 80s, or even our deathbed, and to talk about everything we should have done. We talk about all the things we wanted to do, but never got it done. That's the nightmare.
One life, one at bat, one time. I just don't want to see that regret in my eyes that I see in so many. Straight up, for 90% of you, this is the greatest year of your life right now. That's just the truth.
These right now are the golden years. I think that it's quite likely, when you look back, that these times right now will be the ones that you cherish.
Everything that happened yesterday back means nothing. The biggest reason most humans in here will not be happier tomorrow is you will spend tomorrow talking about something that happened 4 years ago, 7 years ago. Your mom did this, your brother stole this money. You have one life.
One chance at this world.
We all have two lives. The second begins when you realize you only have one.
This is the year where everything changes. You want a different year? Then you must become a different you.
2026 will not magically transform you, but you can transform 2026.
What are you prepared to do? It seems like every year it's the same old, same old. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna start right now. And then 3 months goes by, 6 months goes by, and you're right back where you started.
Let's start with something most people don't want to admit. 70% of adults wake up every day feeling stuck. Stuck in routine, stuck in fear, stuck in a version of themselves they've outgrown. But 2026, this year, is not just another page in your life. This is the chapter where everything changes.
No matter what they said about you, no matter what you lost, you still got fight left. If you're still breathing, you still have an opportunity to be achieving.
And if you're the only one who believes in you, that's enough. Because believing in yourself, that right there is the most powerful force in the world.
Make this the year that they remember your name. You were not born to just exist. This is the year where the world will know your name. Change doesn't come find you. You have to go get it. You have to take it. The year everything changed for me wasn't the year I got blessed. It was the year I got fed up. Fed up with my excuses, fed up with my doubt. Change starts the moment you stop negotiating with your old self. 2026 is your year. 2026 is the year you rise above every setback, every heartbreak, every lie, every doubt. The year you build what you were once afraid to imagine. The world hasn't even seen the real you yet. Because the version of you the world is about to meet, that person is unstoppable.
This is the year I come back, unrecognizable.
I know what it feels like to want a new life, but not know where to start. To want change, but feel chained to who you used to be.
You will never know your true potential if all you do is stay exactly where you are right now. So do not limit your mind. Do not limit your opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. Understand that there is something that is so great about you. You just got to put the work in, and you got to believe that you have a chance to be amazing in your life. Don't give up on your life. Find the purpose and the reason, and do everything possible to make life worth your while.
So here's your comeback plan. Step 1, reset your mindset. You can't start a new chapter with the same negative narrative. So your thoughts shape your tomorrow. Step 2, restart your habits. If you want big change, start with small consistency. 10 push-ups, 1 page of a positive book, tiny moves, but massive momentum. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Step 3, refocus your vision. Look at what you said you wanted last year. Now ask yourself, did my actions match my ambition? If not, lock in. Eliminate distractions and make your vision louder than your excuses. Because the comeback isn't about where you were, it's about who you become. This is your time. This is your reset. This is your restart. This is your refocus. So say it with your chest. I'm coming back to win.
This is the year of change. This is the year of a divine interruption. What you thought was possible, everything is about to be rewritten and redefined in your heart by the grace of God. When you stretch beyond what you think is possible, you discover what actually is. And that discovery only comes when you are willing to take the risk of going too far. If you are breathing, there's always another round.
I know what it feels like to be stuck, to wake up every day with the weight of unrealized potential sitting on your chest, to feel like you're behind, to feel like everyone is passing you. You're not alone. We've all been there. But listen to me. Your moment wasn't behind you. Your moment is right in front of you. And 2026 is the year you take it, but only if you're willing to do one thing that scares most people: change, real change. I'm talking about the kind of change that makes people uncomfortable, the kind that forces growth, the kind that takes real guts.
You've been through storms. You've been through pain. Maybe you lost yourself for a while. Maybe you forgot how strong you really are. But today, we reset, we restart, we refocus.
I don't care if you've been knocked down and knocked out. Let every memory of failure be confronted by this truth. I didn't lose, I learned. What God is resurrecting in me is bigger than the people that tried to bury me, bigger than the pressure that life applied to me. This is the year that my eyes will see what my faith has been fighting for. And by the end of this year, you won't recognize me. You will not understand me. You will not be able to explain what God did for me and through me. This is the year I come back.
What's holding you back now? You too tired? You afraid of failing? You afraid that people are gonna talk down to you? That's not how you live your life. You cannot think for one moment that that's all you're good for. If you believe that, you're never gonna see just how far you can go in your life. And you know you can do it, but you got to believe you can do it, because you can. And I know you have the ability to do it. But what are you gonna do now? What are you prepared to do now? You can either live your life and say you're not worthy. You can live your life and think you don't have the capabilities to go further. You can live your life and look around and see other people passing you by and getting ahead with their lives. Or you can live your life and fight for your life and push yourself and go beyond your limits and know that you have everything you need right now inside of you. I want you to know that today is your day, not tomorrow. Let's focus on today. Let's get busy right now. Let's live life right now. Let's work hard right now. Let's dig a little bit deeper right now.
When destiny calls, excuses die. When purpose rises, fears retire. When identity awakens, limitations collapse. This is not the year where you negotiate yourself out of greatness. This is the year where you no longer bow down to insecurity, anxiety, and defeat. So lift your head, square your shoulders, activate your spirit. This is your moment. I'm coming back wiser. I'm coming back stronger. I'm coming back bolder. I'm coming back with authority. This is my year of change.
I came back from pain. I came back from poverty, from people saying I'd never be nothing, but I'm here. I'm living proof that you can overcome. I'm living proof that you can come back and win, because this is not only a great day, but a great life to win.
This is the year where everything changes.
I always think about other people that's going through a tougher life than I am. If I could take out a piece of paper and write down my problems, and you could take out a piece of paper and write down your problems, and we exchange those papers. And I'm thinking I got such a tough life, and you may have a tough life, but I pick up your paper, the one you may have written on, and I'm looking like, wow, I thought I had it bad. And then the other person say, hey, you got it a lot better than I do. You know what I would do? I would say, give me my paper back. I'll take my problems back. I didn't put myself in such a pity party position to where I felt, why me? Why not me? Why shouldn't I go through this? See, you have to know, and I believe this even more, there can never be anything good unless there's some bad along the way. You gotta go through this hell, man. This is it. Because as long as you're living, you gotta keep moving. It's terrible that people don't see it sometimes that way. They always question, why me? Why? Why am I going through this? You're supposed to.
But the truth of the matter is, what you think is pain, what you think is hurting you, is actually helping you. And I'm just wondering if maybe you could just change the way that you think. Maybe if you could just see this thing differently. I know they left you, they hurt you, it left you, it hurt you, they betrayed you. Life caused your heart to be fractured, and you feel like you're just in this place where you can't move forward. See it differently. Your perspective is everything. You gotta see this thing differently. You gotta find a mirror and see this thing differently. And I gotta speak these affirmations, and I have to believe, even if I'm bleeding, even if I'm broken, I have to believe that this came to help me, not hurt me. It made me better. I'm not bitter, I'm wiser. I'm conditioned now. I see this thing differently now. I'm able to move and navigate and breathe different and talk different and walk different and build differently. I'm not building out of anger and revenge. I'm building from a place of abundance. And we study the philosophers, the queens, the kings of the past, captains of industry, CEOs, inventors, entrepreneurs. They were able to create, they were able to evolve, they were able to build something. And oftentimes it came from conflict. It came from a departure from comfort zones. The question is, can you leave where you've been?
As the sun rises in the morning, let it be a sign for you to rise up to. Let it be your reminder that even after the darkest of the nights, the sun rises to meet the day. Let the hope in your heart be an inspiration you need to fight another day. It's time for you to rise. It's time for you to grind.
I knew deep down that I could do something. I was different from other people. I had different experiences. I knew that there was something I needed to express. There was a purpose to how my life had unfolded, but I couldn't find it. I had tried everything. I had tried every form of writing, every possible endeavor you can imagine. It just didn't click. So I was very deeply frustrated. And the frustration, I tell people, is a good thing. Negative emotions are trying to teach you something. They're trying to teach you the opposite. Something else is going on. Frustration, if I was simply, what would be worse than frustration would be despair, giving up, no hope. But frustration is a sign that you haven't given up. You know you could do something, but you haven't figured it out. So when you have those kind of feelings, look at them, and there's something positive in that.
Life on this planet 500 years ago is different than now. Many people, billions of us, have a roof over our head. We know where dinner is coming from. But fear, the fear we evolved into from generations, doesn't know any of that. It simply knows how to trigger fight or flight. It knows how to make us feel like the world is about to end. And it kept us alive in the old days, but now it's a trap. So writer's block. There's no such thing as writer's block. But people say they can't write. They're afraid. My friend Steve Pressfield calls that resistance. And resistance is that feeling we get when we're about to do something important. It's the same way a marathon runner views getting tired as a symptom they're doing a good job. Being afraid is a symptom that you might be about to do something that involves responsibility and making an impact. And I look for that feeling. If I don't feel it, I'm not trying hard enough.
I know what that fear tastes like. I know what that doubt tastes like. I know what it feels like to not believe in myself. But I am stronger than my fears. I am stronger than my doubts. Because I was made to do great things.
The first thing I tell people is you can't find outside of you what you can't find inside of you. There's different worlds that I've lived in. And the first world that I live in is a common one. It's the world of not enough. If I had a single mom, 6 kids, my mom worked 2 jobs as a second grade teacher, packed our dinners in a paper bag, drove us around in a station wagon to fill up turnstiles at convenience stores just so we could eat. But I was happy. The only time I wasn't happy is I would catch my mom crying to financial despair. It was always some sort of financial stress of clothes, food, summer camp. It varied in degrees, but my mom wanted the best for us and couldn't afford it. I felt as if, gosh, if I could be rich and buy my mom a house and a car, then I would be completely happy. I had this extraordinary family, but I was always missing money. And so it created a world of not enough. I would say, why me? Everything happened to me. Right? When the car broke down, it happened to me. I was a victim. And then I made my first $1 million and bought my mom that house and car. Within 9 months of graduating, I entered a new world, I always say, a world of just enough. And that world was a confirmation of a belief that I had. Money could buy you love and happiness. I live in a dream house. I have dream cars, dream boats, dream motorhomes, everything I ever dreamed of. But I wasn't happy. The first thing I tell people is you can't find outside of you what you can't find inside of you. And so I like to ask myself open-ended questions. What are you doing today that you like? What are you doing today that you don't like? You don't try to fight it, go over it, under it, through it, around it. You don't have to lie to it, manipulate it, and cheat it. You don't have to deny it. Simply practice identify when you have a need to be right, or a need to be offended, or a need to be separate, or inferior, or superior. How about just anxious, frustrated, guilty, resentful, or angry? If we can identify when we feel the ego, and instead of resisting it, just stop. And this one perspective paradigm shift allows us to not only look within, but to realize with faith that we are being protected and promoted by all the things that are creating the interference outside of us.
It's just hard work. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the hours, whether it's repetitions or whatever it is. You got to get up and get after it as hard as you can. You want to be the hardest working person in the room. If what they're going after truly makes them happy, if it's driven by happiness, they will have nothing but success, because you will enjoy getting up early in the morning. You will enjoy outworking everybody. You have one life. We got one shot at this. There's no dress rehearsals at all.
A lot of people look at investing in yourself as taking care of yourself as selfish. I actually think it's the most selfless act you can engage in, because if you're no good to yourself, you can't be good for anybody else. And so by working on yourself, by improving yourself, by valuing yourself, you literally make every single person in your orbit, in your circle, better.
If you can't get up and get after it, how do you expect to go to another level?
Tradition tells you sleep in. Your bank account tells you get up and get after it. If you don't, somebody else will.
One day that thing's gonna come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not gonna be ready when the time comes. It's this magical thing, purpose, that we're all looking for. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us, because the very purpose is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. That is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no race or there's no school, there's nothing in front of me, is because I have pride in myself.
You still waiting on that alarm clock to wake you up because you're too lazy to get up out of that bed and get on with your life. That alarm clock ain't got no business for you. Rise up and get after it.
This is your day. Get up and beat yourself from yesterday. Get up and get after it.
This ain't about today, this ain't about tomorrow. This is about every day. Why? Because every day matters. And when you learn to perfect every single day, you're gonna wake up and see yourself doing things you never thought were possible.
You're not waiting for the perfect time, you're making it the perfect time. You don't need to be in the perfect setting, nah. You're gonna make it. Why? Because you're fueled on the inside. Are you gonna finish losing, or are you gonna finish as a winner?
Believe that this is the first day of the best days of your life. You got one life to live. You got one life to live. Rain, sleet, or snow. The time is now. The question is, why are you here? And what are you going to do about it? Because the truth of the matter is, you have survived the greatest traumas of your life. Life has hit you. Life has knocked you to the ground. There are people that have tried to bury you alive, and you survived. Life will blood in your nose. Life will leave you in a cardiac arrest. Life will leave you in an accident. Life will knock you upside your head and dare you to get back up again. There's more left in you. I know you're tired. I know you're weary. I know you've been brought to tears. All the blood, all the sweat, all the sacrifice, all of the suffering. I know you want to quit right now, but this is not the time to let go. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to quit. Keep going.
Use it to your advantage. See the pain as a stage. See the pain as a plane. See the pain as an opportunity. You gave me an opportunity to reinvent myself. You gave me an opportunity to come out of my grave that you put me in. You left me for dead. I'm coming out alive. I'm talking to that person who's been called to do something nobody's done in their family. I know you're going through an unprecedented amount of pain, but you can press through it. If you can feel it, you can lift it. The time is now to do what has never been done.
This is for you. Everything you're about to do is for you. You are enough.
So smile again, believe again. Let joy hit your heart. Don't be weary in well-doing. Come on, step into it. Condition yourself. Prepare yourself. You are an unrepeatable miracle, and there is none like you in all the earth. There will never be another you. Your DNA, your fingerprint. Come on, your gait, your presence, your authenticity. Come on, you're special. You're special and you're necessary.
You know who you are. I'm talking to you. I want you to see yourself in your future. Proud of you. This is for you.
I don't know where you are in your game of life. You may be in your third quarter. You may be in your fourth quarter. Come on, you're not gonna live forever, not in this world. Come on. You may be in your first quarter, your second half. And last time you were just running through the plays. Last time you were just running the songs that you rehearsed in rehearsal. Last time you were just going through the motions and you got numb. Come on, and you got tired and weary. And I'm just wondering if you're courageous enough, bold enough, if you have enough faith. Come on, if you have enough inside of you, resilience to come back to the scene. Yes, there's so many people depending on you, but it's got to start with you and the man upstairs. What he put in you. Everything in my life breathes and eats this purpose that I have. It starts with me. When it starts with me, it ends with me. You've talked about it enough. You've written about it. Now it's time to put the work in.
How bad do you want your future? Most of you desire, long for a new beginning. In order for us to have a new beginning, there must be an ending. You must eclipse the pain of your past with the power of your future. If you want your future, you gotta heal. You must move forward in strength, even when pain tries to persuade your mood to change. The purposeful decisions that you make today will eclipse the pain of your past. You keep trying to win, and you're wounded because you have not confronted the dysfunction. If you're not where you want to be financially, if you're not where you want to be emotionally, if you're not where you want to be physically, relationally, socially, 10 times out of 10, it is because the mindset, the self-sabotaging belief systems that you've operated, you've been seduced and reduced to this low place. And you have been intoxicated by the pain of your past. Life will keep you locked away in a glass coffin and dare you to shatter that glass. Everything changes today. I tell people all the time, it starts in your head. One of your superpowers is a made-up mind, one that is fully persuaded to get it done every single day, no matter the task. Your greatest opponent is an enemy you cannot see, but you can feel. You can feel that abandonment. You can feel that agony, that anguish. You can feel that anger. You can feel the confusion. You can feel the laziness, the deceitfulness, the depression. You can feel the garbage of guilt and fear. You can feel the dysfunction. You can feel it. That is the enemy, the battle, the fight for the future, the fight to rise is in your head. It's all in your head. You can either live in the pain of your past or you can start living in the present. Some of you don't even realize you have unfinished business. You need to go back where you left off with a new perspective. Go back to the gym. Go back back to the drawing board. Go back to the business. Go back to the relationship. Go back to the burning building. You have unfinished business. All you got to do is show up with a new game plan and a new perspective. You got unfinished business.
You have unfinished business. You got work to do. I will be resilient. I will rewire my thinking. I will emerge. I will evolve. I will be immune to impossibility. I will be immune to the pain that is attached to my purpose. I will not be stagnant. I will evolve. I will rise. And it is your responsibility to rise above what has buried you. What has buried you? In order to rise, you will have to accept the reality that no matter how traumatic the experience was, it allowed you to get into a place where you can examine the measure of your patience. Tribulation worketh patience. Whatever did not kill you only made you stronger. Those who rise are those who have mastered the push. You gotta believe until something happens. I am wired to win. I'm kicking in every door that was locked in my face. Doesn't matter where you are, whatever your story is, you can change the story. I came here to conquer. I'm here to rise. There is a common denominator amongst those who are risen. And these are the people that have answered the question, why on earth am I here? And once you discover why you are here, not only discover it, but accept it. It is only then that you will be able to manifest and become who you were destined to be. You gotta stop being selfish. Your perseverance is not even about you. The future, the next generation, legacy, destiny is attached to this. I don't know who you are, where you're from. If you can hear my voice, you're getting up today. You're getting up today. You are the governor and the guardian of your attitude. You have a date with destiny. You have unfinished business. It's time for you to go back to the drawing board with a new perspective. You can condemn me and crucify me, but I will rise. You got one life to live.